This is my 2009 Infiniti FX50. It's been about a year since we talked about misfiring and coil packs and DTC codes. And the date is January 13th, I believe. Yeah, it is the 13th of 2023. And can you hear it? It sounds very industrial, is what I would say. Back there, I was sitting at a stoplight, and suddenly, when I stopped, it just felt like the idle was very lumpy. And then, upon takeoff, like we're about to leave pretty soon, right now it's still red, it felt like I had this jumpy feel as I was accelerating. Like right now, you can almost see the idle dip. It feels like something's missing. This is the takeoff. It just doesn't sound good at all. Oh, there you go. We have a flashing check engine light. And I am going to guess it's telling me that some coil pack has gone bad. Now, the fun part of this is guessing. Remember last year I was very stubborn, or last time I did it, I was very stubborn about not just replacing all of them blindly and just waiting little by little to see which ones would need replacement. I think I ended up replacing 3 or 4. I can't really remember the front cylinders though, and it seemed like it was just the front that failed. So right now, you could look at it on this with this premise that if something failed, if one coil pack failed, especially at such a high mileage, then that means all the other ones are right behind it. Or you could say, well, nope, everything is fine. So I connected my code reader. I'm going to pick it up. Scan for codes. I've not done anything yet. One code. Take a guess. Is it going to be cylinder 5, 6, 7, or 8? Or is it going to be one of those I replaced? Let's see. P0307. Cylinder number 7 has failed. Now, usually at this time you could go through the guesswork and say, well, it could be all these different things that cause misfires. Fuel air spark, right? It could be a fuel injector, it could be a spark plug, it could be a bad coil pack, it could be air coming in. But usually when you have air issues, you get things that affect all cylinders equally. So you'd get something like a P0300 that is random multiple misfire. In this case, I'm going to say that the coil pack is dead and I should go ahead and replace it. So what does this mean about the video that I released some time back regarding replacing them only when they fail? Am I going to backpedal on that? No, it's not. If anything, this is a continuation of that video, because this is going to say, if you have 70,000 miles and one coil pack ends up being bad, replace it. It's probably a fluke. If you've got 200,000 miles like I do, and these vehicles are not known for coil pack issues generally, every once in a while people would replace them at low mileages, relatively low mileages, like 100,000, but these are not known for bad coil packs. Like people who own Maximas, for example, know that you're going to be playing the coil pack game for a while. With a vehicle like this, with known coil pack issues, if you start getting multiples, then maybe it really is time to replace all of them. But again, I can't remember the mileage that I had last time, but one thing I know for sure, it was cold. So I suppose these coil packs don't do very well with the cold. If I were ballsy enough, I guess I could just try to ride it out, not do anything while it's still cold, just to see what happens. But I don't think that's the best way to go about it. So I'm going to look through my history. I was numbering the coil packs as I was removing them, or as I was replacing them. Go through the history and then just replace the ones I had not replaced to make sure that all 8 of these coil packs eventually get replenished All right. Okay, that's all I have as I stutter along, quite literally. I sound just like this guy, just not as loud. All right, well, see you guys later.